Hello everyone, and welcome to this video where I'm going to be taking you through how to set up and package a program that you can deliver via PT Distinction through your website. That's basically what we're going to be doing today. Now, I'm going to base this on our experience over at PT Ninja, on the systems that we've seen work really well, and of course there are training videos on this already all around the PT Distinction infrastructure, but I want to try and pull all those things together now to show you what we've seen work really well when we're building out these kind of packages. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to focus on a 12-week online coaching program that you can deliver to your clients through your website without having to do anything. You just drive traffic to your website, they'll sign up, they will pay, they'll get added into PTD automatically, they'll get onboarded automatically, and the content will start to drip feed out to them all automatically. But we're going to set it up in a way that you can go in there and you can easily and quickly tweak and adapt everything for that client without affecting anyone else. I'm going to literally take you through that from start to finish right now. So first of all, inside your PTD account, what you want to be doing is setting up some groups. If you've not set up any groups before, just simply click Add Group down here. What you're going to use in those groups is you're going to put in content that your clients are going to use. So for example, you might have a group that's just for onboarding clients, or a welcome group that will contain things such as forms, welcome videos and things like that. You might have a results tracking group just to track the results and progress. And then you might have some coaching content group that contains the actual coaching content for your program. And then you might have your workout group that contains types of workouts for your programs. So let's just take a look at what some of that will actually look like. Over here, we have our groups and stuff set up. I'm going to go and show you just a few of these ones that we use with some of our clients when we're helping set those up. I'm going to start off with our welcome groups. This is going to be our onboarding group. Anyone that signs up to any of our programs would get access to this particular group inside here. You can see here it contains the onboarding forms that we've got set up. We've also got some of these drip feeding out as well. Inside our message center, we have our welcome email that is set up ready to go out. And inside there, we've linked in a little tour video to give them a tour of the app and the members area. And all that, and links to Facebook groups. We've also got an instant message going out a couple of days after, which is talking about their goals, and that lines up with our goal form down here. As you can see, the forms area that's also added to the schedule for the client here. So everything all lines up nicely and neatly together. In the coaching area, we have a little welcome document set up. We have a little welcome video inside here, just giving the client a little tour of everywhere again, and just walking to the program, explaining what they've got to do first, adding lots of clarity, making it nice and clear what they need to do. You'll notice that we haven't actually scheduled the forms into this. What we've actually done is we've scheduled the goals and the managing expectations document, but no forms, just the welcome document and welcome video, because we want to try and tell the client, say hello, welcome to the program, not overwhelm them straight away, and then just ask them to go to the forms area. By asking them to go to the forms area, it helps them get used to navigating around the app. We just find it a bit cleaner, a bit easier for you, and a bit easier for your client doing that way too. So we have all that set up inside there, and that's pretty much it for that welcome group. We then go and set up a results tracking group. So down here, we then have our results tracking group. Let's pull that one open. Inside this results tracking group here, this is where we'll track everything. So we start off with, inside the coaching area, we have information on how to track their measurements to start off with. Inside here, we go into details about not just how to do that, but where to do it inside the app and how the whole process is going to work. Again, adding that clarity for our clients. We then talk about some daily progress, like how we're going to track that. We don't actually introduce that until 5 days in as well. Again, trying to stop this overwhelming feeling. We want to use this first week as almost like an onboarding week to get them used to using everything inside the app. We then add that to the schedule as well, along with some reminders for their results tracking and their progress photos. And that's going out each week for them, reminding them exactly what they need to do and when they actually need to do it. We then start looking at content groups. Now, sometimes when we're setting things up, we might have multiple versions of these. As you can see down here, we have multiple versions of these inside this account. So we have plant-based versions, keto versions, intermittent fasting versions, pre-postal natal versions. We're going to just use our standard coaching content group here just because it's nice and easy. All you would do with this kind of group is just put in whatever coaching content you want to deliver for those 12 weeks. And when you're doing this, just think about the kind of content that you know that pretty much all your clients are going to get, and you may just have to make small tweaks to them, but that's the kind of thing you want to put inside here. So we don't have any workouts here, we're just talking coaching content. So you can see we have all our coaching content here lined up, ready to go, all our text documents, our videos, our PDFs, we have some email sequences and stuff set up inside there as well. That's all added to our schedule, and it's going to start to drip feed out for the clients every single week for them. This also includes any features to go with it. So, for example, in this week here, in week 2, we focus on improving the client's breakfast. So we give them a nice little video explaining how to do that. We give them a little PDF they can use here about how they can actually improve their breakfast, what things they can work with. We give them a little form that they can actually start writing down their go-to breakfast meals. Then we get them to track it by taking photos inside the app. So that's the kind of stuff you'll be putting inside this program and building that out for them, including any forms, any tracking, coaching, and so on. Once you've got your content and stuff inside there, you may want to then obviously start putting workouts in. If you want to start putting workouts in, me personally, I would have a separate workout group for it. You can do that in a couple of different ways. You can either do it so you just have one pre-automated workout group. So, for example, here we have an automated workout group that's going to go out for the clients. I'm just going to pull one of those up to give you an example of that. This one here is a workout group that doesn't have anything scheduled in. So this is really useful if you're not particularly bothered about scheduling workouts for your clients. You might just want to let them go into the programs area and then go inside here, click on the actual workout they want to do and view that workout and complete it. And that will drip feed out to the clients. If you wanted to schedule stuff out for your clients, you could do that as well. You can just set up a group in a slightly different way. So down here, if we're going to look at some of those, you could have some groups set up such as this down here, where you might have a beginner home 3-day week split, where you'd have the workouts drip feeding out, added to the schedule, and then just drip feeds out by days after joining. And then that way you can actually control what day the schedule starts for the clients and give you a bit of flexibility in terms of how you edit and adapt stuff for them. I'll just start off with some basic groups like that. There are other things you can put inside, such if you want to do weekly check-ins, assessments, and that kind of thing. But I think for simplicity's sake, I will literally just start off with those. Then you can start adding more in as and when you need to. Once you've got your groups and stuff set up, and you're happy with the content inside those groups, you then head over to your Premier packages. When you get over to your Premier packages, you're going to click Add Package. And then over here, all we're going to do is go down to Add Groups. I'm going to add in the groups and stuff with me. So I'm going to add in all the groups I will tend to use on this. So I'm going to use my mail out groups. I like to build a mail list inside PTD that I can use for marketing. I'm then going to come down here and I'm going to start adding in the content groups that I've just made. So I'm going to do my welcome group for my flagship. I'm going to add that immediately. My results tracking, I'm going to add that in again because I want that to start immediately for my clients. My coaching content, I'm going to add that in immediately. And my workouts as well, I think I'm going to go and add those in immediately as well down here so they can start straight away. I'm also going to do this weekly review group that I mentioned there just because I like to use these inside my programs. So I'm going to go onto my weekly review group. But this one, I always want my weekly reviews to fall on the Saturday so I can batch my reviews with my clients, make it a bit easier for me to manage high numbers. So I'm going to go and start this on the first Saturday after signing up and drop it in. So now all my groups and stuff are inside there. I can go to my remove groups. Now, if I was using a lead magnet or a challenge, then I might put something inside here. So, for example, if I was running a lead magnet, which might be a mini video series through PTD, I would have an email sequence going out after that. If someone signs up to my package, I want that email sequence to stop. So what I would do is I would add the lead magnet group that I've got set up, just like this one here. I'll add that to my remove list. It will then remove that lead magnet group and the content, and therefore the emails, and stop them from going out to my client. Just make it nice and smooth and organized. It also allows me to use PTD a bit like a CRM as well, because I know now that anyone that's left in my lead magnet group has not yet purchased from me. So it means I can use that information to actually help market to my client list in PTD. Then I'm going to go to the sell line section. I'm going to use PayPal here. So I'm going to give it a name to start off with. So I'm going to call this a 12-week program at the top. And then down here, I'm going to add in my PayPal button. So I'm going to head over to PayPal. I'm going to go over to pay and get paid. And then here, I'm going to head over to PayPal buttons. Once I get into my PayPal buttons, I'm going to either use my buy now or subscribe, depending on what I'm doing. I'm just going to use this as a standard buy now, so I'm paying straight away for it. But you can use subscriptions as well. Just make sure you don't use smart buttons inside here for this. So buy now, I'm going to call this a 12-week transformation. I'm going to charge $9.97 for it. I'm going to do that in Great British pounds. I don't do anything else. I'm just going to leave it like that. This is by far the simplest way to do it. There are other ways to do this, but this is by far the simplest way to go and do it. Now that's done, I can copy this code from here. I'm going to take that copied code over into PTD. I'm going to paste it into the second box down. In this little box here, I'm going to write in what I'm going to charge. So I just put one payment of Let's go for 997, as I mentioned before. Scroll down this way. I'm going to leave this as it is, the pre-select for the sex. This is purely just there for the body fat percentage calculator. If you don't want them to pre-select either of these genders for that calculator, we prefer them not to ask that question. Just select one of them. The client will have no idea that that's what they've been selected as. They never see it. It's purely just there for the system to be able to use the built-in formulas for the body fat percentage calculator. That's all it's there for. You can remove phone number fields or leave them in. I'm actually going to disable login details because, as you saw, we've already added in our login details into that welcome group that we set up. Now I'm going to use this cool feature here, which is to add a client as a print-only client. This means that if someone goes to pay at the PayPal button and that payment fails, they get added as a print-only client, so they can't have any online access. But it means we can still send them emails. And that allows us to do one more cool thing with groups, which is, as they gather as a print-only client, we can add them to a group. And what I've done is created an abandoned cart sequence group that's going to send emails out to them, that's going to bring them back to my sales page that I'm about to show you in a moment. So inside there, we've done that. We now go to vouchers. Forget that. You don't need that at all. In the advanced options here, it's a 12-week program, so I'm going to switch this to 12 weeks, so it automatically shuts them offline. If they do sign up to another program after this, though, then that will override that, so they won't go offline, so it manages to automate the whole thing. Just going to hit save, hit OK, and I'm going to open that back up again, go to sell online, and now some codes appeared up here. I'm going to take that code, copy that, and I'm going to go over to my website builder. So I've got a sales page here that we've built up and put together with loads of cool stuff telling about how amazing my online program is. And then down here, we have a little place to put it in. So I'm going to drop in my components unit on my website. Depending on what website builder you use will depend on kind of what this will actually look like. But I'm using Kartra in this example here. So I'm going to go inside here. I'm going to add in that code right into here like so. Click save. And it's going to drop in my sign up form for it. So I'm just going to save that on here and then save progress. I'm going to give that a little preview. And that's it now. We actually have a working sales page. So now when somebody comes along to your sales page, they'll say, look how amazing this product is. They'll go through it all. They'll think, this is amazing. I want to sign up. I want to sign up. I want to sign up. There'll be a sign up form down here. They will put in their name. Like so. It's a really funky email address in there. Put in a password. And then what they'll do is they'll be able to sign up. PayPal button will then appear when they hit create an account. They can make the payment. Once the payment is cleared, it will then allow them to actually sign up into the program that you've just made and sold on your website. And that's pretty much it. That's really how you go through from the start right through the finish about how to set up a program that you can deliver and sell through your website and have everything happen automatically that you can then go in and tweak and adapt for your client after, should you need to. I hope that all makes sense. If anyone has any questions whatsoever, please do let me know, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.